Welcome in the Rover Sports, guys. I wanted to take some time this afternoon to just review some tape that I was just, deciding to watch because I was really upset, watching this game last year that the Cowboys were not able to beat the Eagles. And I remember the first half, and Dallas had a lot of opportunities in that football game, and they stacked upon a lot of good drives, and they just didn't take advantage at all. So, when we look out right here, Ryan Switzer has a nice return. It's 3rd and 3 here on the 30-yard line. This is a play I decided that I wanted to look at. So the Eagles here are in cover 1 again. So I like this matchup here of Darby. For some reason, they think Jalen Mills is the guy to go after. I think Jalen Mills is one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. He's physical as hell. He's not a 7th rounder by any means. He's long, and he's just aggressive. And here with Dak, you see that basically Terrence Williams wins a lot, but he's never looking for the ball. It looks like a lazy route even there. The ball should be out. The separation, it's really cluttered. Here you have Patrick Robinson doing a great job on Cole Beasley. Everybody's covered. This is actually a very good throw by Dak Prescott. I mean, it's away from Jalen Mills. And basically Dez in this game, he really struggled. He couldn't catch anything really in the first half, and that's really where the game was decided. And here we're going to see here, 64, I believe, somebody gets beat, I think, by Fletcher Cox. So let's watch Cox. He's one of the best players, so he's going to continue to maul. And the thing that's so uncomfortable is that by the time Dak is ready to throw, which is right here, you can't step up. And that's the thing. They're only rushing 4 guys, so they're able to have 7 guys in coverage. And this is why Howie Roseman, he wants to build the defense inside out. This is why he wants to have elite tackles or defensive tackles, because he can have Chris Long just like basically run around to get completely stonewalled by the tackles, Tyron Smith, and if Fletcher wasn't here last year. The Cameron Fleming, is not here at this point. So you're missing Doug Free on one of the sides. But point is that Fletcher Cox here is going to push into Dak, so that Dak pretty much is so uncomfortable here that by the time he ends up loading up for the throw, he gets no momentum into the throw at all. It's wobbly. And there you see the coverage is just tremendous. And Daz just can't separate at all. So I would have gone to Terrence Williams there. I want to stay away from Jalen Mills at all costs. And when Jalen Mills becomes a free agent, someone should pay him a boatload of money, because it would be great to see him leave Philadelphia for sure. Here Dallas gets to the point, which is they get to basically the goal line situation. So now it's time to get 7 points and really start to separate ourselves from these guys. So, here we go. We got again, it looks more like a cover 1 high with, you're giving a lot of cushion here. You have Darby on this side, and let's see if Mills is on this side. So, so basically you do a handoff here, and basically Fletcher's there in the middle, but here Doug Free gets beat by Timmy Jernigan's, Zach Martin, and Zach Martin's considered one of the best, but here, honestly, he doesn't use his leverage that well. He's trying to pull, but he doesn't pull correctly, and this is what's frustrating, is that he needs to get lower, and that should be a play where he gets to Jernigan's and completely moves him out of the way. Instead, he does not. Because right here it could be a big gain, and there you see Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox wisely decides to go at this guy's legs so that he stunts Alfred Morris, forces him to cut back, and then there's all this trash here in the middle, and Morris just can't get through the hole, because here you should see Bradham. Where Bradham is, this is where I think Morris should get to. Bradham leaves his spot, and he's able to be blocked well, and this play could be a potential play where you can get to the second level and maybe hit a big play, but you simply cannot, because of because basically Doug Free gets beat by Jernigan's. So here you're going to see again, I like going after Darby again. He's just coming back from injury, so it's smart to go after Ronald Darby here. and you're going to have Dez Bryant here. Basically, this could be a touchdown, but Dez doesn't decipher any blitz. So right here, the Eagles are showing their coverage, okay? So basically, it's one-on-one everywhere. The Eagles are bringing all these people. If you have Witten get here, or really you're going to have Butler is going to, Bryce Butler is going to get wide open. So if Dak were just going to throw this ball here, he would have a touchdown. Which it's a pretty easy completion. He does nothing, no blitz awareness at all. He only has 4 guys blocking. Cole Beasley's running a screen, and you're going to see exactly how ill-prepared Dak Prescott was for this blitz. Because here, watch Bryce Butler get to this point on the field. This should be a dead touchdown right here, because basically Butler can easily outrun this guy. You have Witten also. You just put the ball right here and Bryce Butler, and it's a touchdown. Instead, Dak Prescott gives up on the play. And basically, Bryce Butler, it's lazy routes all around by the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, maybe the play is a play to the Beasley, but all these guys, I mean, Dak doesn't distribute, so all these guys run half-ass routes. And you could tell that these routes are half-ass, and it's against, and again, the Eagles are going to be bringing a lot of guys. So here, Fletcher Cox motions for everybody to come up, which I believe right here is what this move is by Fletcher. And then you're going to see Bradham and everybody bring the house, and Witten should come in here and protect. Witten should be protecting. He should be helping chip, but nobody chips. And essentially, Brandon Graham and 75 get a free invite to Dak Prescott. And basically, if you had an extra guy protecting, you'd get Bryce Butler one-on-one to the pylon that I talked about. But instead here, just, ate the play, and it sucked. And Dez couldn't get off of Ronald Darby. And now you're forced into a really tough play, which is 3rd and 7 at the goal line, which, again, here's one-on-one coverage. So you're going to decide to go after Darby, which is fine again. But Dez here has to be an alpha. He has to be bigger. So Dez here, he should know that it's either back shoulder or it's not. He thinks it's back shoulder, but it's really a go route to the pylon. Dak does a horrible job of throwing this out of bounds. I mean, you got to give your guy a chance to come down with the ball. And right here, Dak, again, off of his back foot. His footwork's really terrible. And that's why this ball sails. And basically what I want to see from Dak is I want to see a back shoulder throw right here. I want to see him pepper one into the back shoulder. Instead, he does not do that at all. It's a terrible throw. It's high and it's out of bounds. And that really pisses me off because Dez Bryant should be able to box out and back shoulder people from the 9-yard line, and you miss a chance at a touchdown. And here you're going to see the footwork again, which is not ideal from Dak Prescott. Again, you see him sliding, you see his weight off of his back foot, and it just again, a frustrating miss there. Overall by the Dallas Cowboys in that scenario. So a couple of plays I want to show you again. I looked at the second quarter here. I might go ahead and continue this video at some point, really dissecting again the problems that Dallas is having with the Eagles. So again, Dallas gets the ball right back, 2nd and 8. Eagles play here in zone. You're gonna watch here Jalen Mills here, which is a cover 1 disguise, but instead Jalen Mills fades back, so it's going to be, I believe, it's going to be cover 3 with 3 guys playing back. So here you're going to see Mills retreat and essentially, well, actually, this is still cover 1. Excuse me. The other one was a blitz disguise. Right here, Dallas has everything you would want because on this side of the formation, you're going to get Terrence Williams here, and you're going to put Patrick Robinson in a bind, which I like. You're going to have Cole Beasley cut inside, and Williams is going to cut out, and it's wide open. Dak looks off, but basically Dak, again, is not taking Williams seriously at all. And Williams here gets wide open. I mean, right here the ball should be out and it's a first down, but instead Dak just moves off of him, goes to his primary read, which is Dez Bryant. like a circular rotation read, and this throw is just a terrible throw. I mean, the mechanics of the throw can get a lot better. He throws it into the dirt. So let's see if we can find out some flaws in the mechanics here from Dak, because this needs to be better if he's going to continue to play. So you see here a little stutter step. The footwork looks okay, but the throwing motion, I want to see it higher instead of more to the side. I want to see him get it closer to the right earlobe if I can. I just don't like this throw at all. It's into the dirt. It's low. It's tentative and scared. And it's just really, it's just terrible. And Dez and the communication here, I mean, you could just tell that the communication's off, and this should have been a completion. And he also just moves off of Terrence Williams so fast. I wanted to see him hit Terrence on the other side, but they're definitely afraid of the Eagles' pass rush, so he just has this internal thing in his head. So here you're going to see, watch this. I wish Dak would reset here, because the Eagles here jump the line. They do a great job of faking the blitz. And there you're going to see Jalen Mills pivot back. So it's basically, let me see if Dez immediately gets a hot here or not. It would be nice if they just flipped it to Dez right there. But instead, the Eagles do a great job of disguising pressure. And I'll give Jim Schwartz a lot of credit. And Fletcher Cox, again, just dominates. And this throw is actually a tremendous throw by Dak. I'll give him credit. It's the only throw that he could have made. And again, he's going up against one of the best corners in Jalen Mills. So, I mean, you look at the blitz disguise was awesome. Let's see the other side of the formation, see if anybody gets open. They're pivoting backwards, so it's complete one-on-one. And again, the Eagles there zone it up really well. It's a great blitz disguise. And then in the middle of the field, you have that covered. So they basically rush 4 and they kill you. Because if you could tell it's a fake blitz, you should have time here. They're only rushing 4. You have 5 guys protecting. But Fletcher Cox, again, like, he disrupts every single play. And even though you won't see anything in the stat sheet, I mean, he kills Travis Frederick right here. He kills Zach Martin and Travis. There should be a double team there. Martin fails, and by the time he's there, Dak just can't step up at all. And this is a heroic throw by Dak, actually. It's actually a very good throw. And again, Jalen Mills is right there to lick Dez and make sure that the catch is contested. So, just frustrating stuff. Fletcher Cox dominates the game. Timmy Jernigan's beat up Zach Martin in this first half on pivotal plays. Dak Prescott does not go through his second progression yet at all. His development is being stunted by Scott Linehan. The offensive line is not confident. The Eagles had Dallas on their heels the whole night, even in this first half. And the interior of the offensive line, like Fletcher Cox, just single-handedly almost won this entire half. And Dallas, got a great kick return, had long-ass drives, but could not put it in the end zone. And when you can't punish teams, you can't win football games. So that's it. That's a little film review for you guys. Had a little fun doing this. Again, not fun watching the Eagles go on to success, but hopefully next year we can all stop that as a football community. So we'll see. Alrighty, thanks guys. Take care. Bye.